Expecto Patronum!
Hogwarts Legacy left out some of the most iconic spells from the Harry Potter films. But now, thanks to modders, you can finally cast 24 epic movie spells in Hogwarts Legacy. And today I'm going to show you how they actually look side by side with their big screen versions. So, Confundus is a charm that confuses and misdirects the target that was once used by Hermione Granger and Newt Scamander.
Confundus.
In Hogwarts Legacy, you can use the spell to disorient the enemy, leaving them completely defenseless and seemingly rumbling some nonsense.
You're the one who stole our goblin helm. Well, their goblin helm, but then it was ours.
What?
Piertotum Locomotor!
Everyone remembers this iconic spell used by Professor McGonagall during the Battle of Hogwarts when she summoned Hogwarts Knight statues to defend the school. In Hogwarts Legacy, you can learn the same spell by approaching a similar display of statues found in the North Hall. Afterwards, whenever in combat, you can summon 2 statues to fight alongside you. Though, I wish they weren't as fragile as in the film.
If there's something wrong with the bitch, then there's something wrong with the pup. Shut up! Shut up!
We can never thank Alfonso Cuarón enough for this chaotic and spectacular scene. While no incantation was pronounced, Harry did in fact cast Inflatus on Aunt Marge, causing her to swell in size like a balloon. In Hogwarts Legacy, you can now use this spell to disable the enemies for a brief period.
I'm scared of heights!
It doesn't inflate as much as in the film, and of course, the enemy doesn't fly away like Marge did, unless you cast Levicorpus. Levicorpus Maxima violently launches the target into the air, suspending them far above the ground before gravity takes effect. I absolutely love this spell. I loved it in the film, and it works phenomenally in the game. Though, technically, this spell can't exist here yet. Time for some nerdiness. Levicorpus was invented by Severus Snape during his years at Hogwarts, which was around mid-1970s. And Hogwarts Legacy is in the late 1800s. But because it's a mod, I totally accept it and enjoy casting it over and over and over and over again. I feel like that's like my revenge for the fear of heights.
Reducto!
Reducto is a curse that blasts solid objects to pieces, and I think Ginny Weasley goes on the record for casting the most powerful Reducto ever. In Hogwarts Legacy, Reducto looks and feels incredible.
Reducto!
It even has the original recording of the MC voice line.
Reducto!
And yes, we have other destructive spells like Bombarda, which, by the way, has been upgraded to Bombarda Maxima to deal more damage. There's Expulso, which, like Reducto, was previously only cast by the NPCs, but I still appreciate a bigger variety of these power spells that allow for seamless, cooldown-free obliteration of the enemies. This powerful spell was cast by Albus Dumbledore during the battle in the Ministry of Magic when he engulfed Voldemort in the Orb of Water. And I applaud this mod's author for bringing this epic spell in Hogwarts Legacy. You know, the visuals, the big splash at the end that knocks enemies away is just absolutely fantastic. It does take some time to cast it, leaving you vulnerable, but, you know, we're not Dumbledore. Who can cast multiple spells at the same time, so I think we're all good. Aguamenti is a water summoning charm that can fill small goblets with drinkable water or knock opponents off their feet, and that's exactly what this new spell does in Hogwarts Legacy. Well, except the drinking part. But I wish we've seen more of this spell in the films, but I guess that's something that the TV series can fix in the future. And I wish there will also be Aqua Reducto that we saw in the Goblet of Fire video game. As seen in Crimes of Grindelwald, Protego Diabolica summons a cursed ring of blue fire that incinerates foes and deflects any incoming spells. And the mod author did an outstanding job here by not only creating stunning visuals, but also making it a very useful spell that can give you a little breathing room mid-battle. It even sets anyone aflame who dares to enter it, like a perfect solution for a swarm of Inferi.
Oppugno.
I always feel bad for those birds. But thankfully, in Hogwarts Legacy, you cast Oppugno on the conjured origami birds to swarm and attack the target.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
Oppugno.
Someone, I'll check your pockets up.
Though it's like a double spell, first you summon the birds with Avis, and then you send them off with Oppugno, which is pretty cool. You can just like let these paper birds flatter around while you're fighting the rest of the guys, and then you send them off attacking the other guy.
Ow.
Sectum Sempra is yet another controversial and unique spell that lashed the target with deep cuts, letting them bleed out until their demise. But interestingly, in Hogwarts Legacy, the spell took the shape of the Defendo Blade, which is actually technically accurate to the lore. Because I believe that was the core spell that Snape modified and reinvented into Sectum Sempra, and then he left it in his diary, which again means this spell does not belong in this timeline.
You pay for it.
Now,
One would think that the stunning spell is the basic cast from the film, since it was used so often, but no, it's something different. In the original game, this was only used as a parry counter, but now the PC players can enjoy casting it at will. I'm sorry, console players, I wish you could get in on the fun too.
Ventus.
This one actually brings good memories from Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Ventus generates a powerful gust of wind at the target that was used on multiple occasions by Newt Scamander in the Fantastic Beasts films. In Hogwarts Legacy, it can be used for a quick crowd control by pushing multiple enemies away. Or off the cliff.
Lumos Maxima.
Lumos Maxima summons a luminescent orb of light that can help illuminate large areas like a cave filled with Inferi. While the base spell Lumos was recreated phenomenally in the game, both with its visuals and its sound, Lumos Maxima is a few steps behind that. Like, the concept is there, and it does light up a large area, but I wish the orb wouldn't be stationary at all times and somewhat mirror that beautiful visualization of the actual Lumos spell.
The kitchen.
Apparition isn't technically a spell, but you do need to have a wand in your hand to apparate. In Hogwarts Legacy, when you find yourself in a bit of a pickle, the spell lets you teleport to a nearby area, helping you avoid combat. It also has a secondary utilization that actually works like in the movies, where you can apparate to far and distant lands, even to Azkaban. So, I think there has been a confusion here. See, this and this is Fiendfyre, a cursed inferno that takes the form of different beings. And this is Firestorm, a different spell, and it is that big and powerful because it's Dumledore operating the Elder Wand here. And that's the spell that we have in Hogwarts Legacy, only in its less powerful form, not Fiendfyre. But regardless of the confusion, I still enjoyed casting it in the game, and it's phenomenal. It can even be upgraded to more powerful blue flames. It's amazing. I mean, it's a little bit clunky because it simply appears there, but still, it's just so satisfying casting it and seeing this towering flame above you.
Episkey.
Episkey, a restorative charm that mends minor injuries, has found its way into the game as well. It comes very handy when you run out of potions, but you gotta be extra cautious because it does take a few seconds to finish the casting. Harry torpedoing out of the water is like the core memory from the Goblet of Fire movie for me. Well, maybe also the Yule Ball and Cedric's death and Peoria Incantatum. Damn, I think Goblet of Fire is a good movie. Anyways, the torpedo spell, Ascendio, is now available in the game, though it's not as impressive. I guess it can disorient the enemy, though the next spell does it a bit better.
Obliviate!
Hello. Who are you?
See, I prefer this version of Obliviate rather than the sad Deathly Hallows one. In Hogwarts Legacy, you can use this memory charm to make the enemies forget that you even exist, letting you slip by unnoticed.
Petrificus Totalis.
We've seen Protego Maxima being used both on the massive and smaller scale. In Hogwarts Legacy, it's the smaller version that casts a protective domed shield that deflects incoming spell. And I really like the little nod to the explosion of the shield with a blast by the end of the duration of the dome. So, did you know that all of these Inferi, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, they're basically all Voldemort's victims. Like, he had to, like, kill a bunch of people to fill in this cave. Though I feel like if we had that mechanic in Hogwarts Legacy, we would be able to fill it to the top with bodies. However, with Inferi Summon, you can only do 2. Which is still pretty cool, you know. You can do other things like spiders, statues, you know. And paired with Piertotum Locomotor, you can have like a mini Dumbledore's army. If you recall the scene from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them where Queenie is bidding farewell to Kowalski, she summoned the most subtle and delicate form of magic to form an umbrella that shielded Kowalski, briefly only, from the Obliviate rain. And I want to award 50 points to whatever house the creator of this mod is from, who brought this simple and practical spell into the game. You can even see the subtle raindrop splashes on the surface. Like, it's just so simple, but I absolutely love it. Really, really fantastic job with this one. And finally, the most iconic spell that was brought into the game from the films is, say it with me, more like scream it with me,
Expecto Patronum!
in Hogwarts Legacy, it was recreated exceptionally.
Expecto Patronum!
The spectral Patronus, the radiant magical waves, is absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure though why there's a magic beam that looks like a priori incantatum before the actual Patronus comes rushing toward the enemies. But I really like how it comes with its own quests and like a mini dungeon where you can choose your own Patronus. And that kind of applies to all of the spells that were brought by the modders. Like, yeah, these might not be the official spells, but the modding community has done what WB didn't. Well, of course, there's also a question if they're going to bring it to the sequel. A talk for another video. But guys, if you want to check out the comparison of the present spells from the movies in Hogwarts Legacy, check out the video seen on your screen right now. And guys, thank you so much for making it all the way back to the end of the video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and all the other buttons of that nature. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.